Okay, so here's the deal. I didn't intend to make this video. Okay, so we have a pretty good chance for northern lights tonight. Here in northern Michigan, we don't often get a chance for a good show, and the data all of a sudden jumped way up today. Like we got a CME impact in the atmosphere. This is some nerdy stuff that I follow outside of coffee. So if you want to join me today, I would love to see if I can take you out to Fisherman's Island once again, because that's where I go to do a lot of astrophotography. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky enough to see some northern lights tonight. I brought some coffee. I'll talk about it later, but for now, I gotta get driving. That did not break, I promise. How much was this just now? I don't know. Yeah, I've been doing it professionally for 11 years. But I roast coffee. Okay, so it's actually been about an hour, maybe an hour and a half since I last spoke to you guys, because I got out here and there was this incredible display of northern lights, and there was 3 other guys here photographing them. So they happen to know me on Instagram, and we met each other in person and had a blast shooting these northern lights. I was hoping to get out here, talk to you guys, wait for the northern lights, have coffee, talked about the coffee, but actually I had to get shooting right away. Man, the northern lights are something else. You may be following me and living in an area where you just can't see this stuff, but if you have any opportunity at all, I recommend everybody try to find a night to get out and see the northern lights once in their life when they're good. That's a real tricky thing to try to figure out and to make time for and to actually hit, because luck has a lot to do with it. Timing and knowing the data, that's stuff I'm really into. That's why I'm here tonight. And just the coffee is a little part of that, because I'm going to be here all night, because this is one of the best nights in this location I have ever seen. I have never seen the aurora come so far west and hang out right over the moon, straight due west. This is nuts. I'm excited. I'm going to continue photographing, and when I'm done with that, we'll talk about the coffee. But for now, I guess I'll take you along as I scoot along the lakeshore here at Fisherman's Island in Charlevoix, Michigan, photographing the northern lights. Come along. Throw a little light on my face. I know you can't see me very well and I'm out of focus, but you can see the northern lights going off right behind me. This is in real time. Now this is pretty dim compared to what it was doing. It was pretty wild. I'll get myself in focus now here. Let's try. Oh wow, I have people sending me pictures of what they're getting right now. This is the stuff I love to do. And while the northern lights are a little bit dim, now might be a good opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about the direction of my channel and what I want to be doing with it. Because obviously, the last few videos have been a little different, right? This is a little different. I don't want to lock myself in to being one of those types of YouTubers who sits in their house and tells you how to do something. Those are really helpful channels. They're out there and you know who to look for because they're the big ones and they tell you everything you want to know about coffee. I'm still going to do those from time to time, but I'm trying to funnel my energy in a way that makes me happier. And That includes more photography on this channel, but I'm absolutely going to include as much about coffee as possible, because after all, this is David Sargent Coffee, and I roast coffee and I sell coffee at farmers markets and beyond, right? Who knows what's in store for my future with regards to coffee. But I'll tell you what, my other passion is this. I do astrophotography, wildlife, and landscapes, and this is everything that's just amazing to me about living on planet Earth. And I want to show you guys more of this. So, going forward, be aware, more videos outside, more videos doing photography, more nature-oriented scenery. I want you guys to understand this is where my heart lies. It's everything to do with my relationship with coffee and more. I bring coffee with me everywhere I go when I do stuff like this, because it is an important factor, especially when I anticipate staying out here all night catching the northern lights. I mean, what more could you ask for? I brewed up some Ethiopia Kembada. We'll get a little bit of that later. But for now, I'm gonna get back to shooting some of this. Perhaps I'll show you some of the images I got as I talk right now. And even though it's going off behind me, it's in a lull, it's in a little bit of a fizzling out period. It probably will come back and bounce back and forth. But I bounced around the beach. I used the 50mm Sigma lens. I used the foreground with the beach and the ice and the moon, man. Oh man, the aurora stretching due west with a crescent moon. Just what an amazing thing to be able to do. Man, this is why I love living up here. It's just wild. Who gets to see this and do this? Anyway, I'll get back to doing this, and I suppose I'm gonna have some coffee pretty soon. So stick around for just a moment, because we're not done yet. This is incredible. Just look at it. I mean, this is in real time. Just over the island, way over to the west. There's color. It's straight above my head. This is nuts. Look at it shimmering up there. This is one of the best nights. Let me tell you guys something. I know this video is kind of off the rails at this point. Whew. Let me tell you guys, I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for like 8, 9, almost 10 years, following the northern lights. You can see right behind my head, this is the best night I think I've ever seen it. We're in northern Michigan. We're not in Alaska. We're not in the Arctic. I'm not in Iceland. Look at it. And to think I almost didn't go out tonight. Oh, wow. All right, I gotta get back to shooting. This is wild. You guys, I mean, I can't get it all with this lens. This is my widest lens. It's taking up everything from the northeast to the southwest, almost straight south. This is wild. What you're looking at right now, directly behind me, is pretty much west. West, not north. This is insane. This is the best night of northern lights I've ever had. And I started this video on a whim, thinking, oh man, I'll record and maybe show you guys some cool little lights and talk about it. I can barely talk because I'm over here bouncing between two cameras doing photography. I just wanted to show you guys. Just watch it for a minute. This is wild. Let's focus up on me somewhere around there. Okay, I might be a little out of focus, but that's okay. You can see around my head in real time the aurora borealis just dancing away. I can see it on the screen, which means you can see it, especially after I color grade this. Holy smokes. Anyway, okay, all right. Coffee. I brought Ethiopia Kambata, because why didn't I? Ethiopia Kambata, it's like this blueberry milk chocolate. You've heard it before. It just pleases my soul. It's one of the best coffees I've had the pleasure of roasting. It's a tricky one to roast, especially because it doesn't, just my phone's going off. It doesn't get much better for a simple Ethiopian that does such a great job at being fruity, having nice milk chocolatey base. I can't believe I'm talking about the nuances of coffee with this behind me, but I suppose if there was anything to make a interesting video, this has gotta be it. So I'm gonna drink some of this because it's cold out here. It's probably about 25 degrees, and if it was any windier, it would be really hard to bear. Oh, that smells good. That smells good. Cheers, guys. I mean, if any of you are, look behind me, look at, this is bananas. If any of you are in this area, please do yourself a favor. Try to get out and see this. This is life-changing, man. When you look directly above your head and it's just pulsing and pounding against the atmosphere, you can see it. It's like just shimmering so brightly. The moon's gone, not a cloud in the sky. Oh, and the coffee hits so perfect. I mean, what more could I ask for? I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I think I've got a lot of shooting to do tonight, and I think you get the point. You've seen enough of this. Well, you haven't, because you need to get out and see it for yourself. However, I need to make the most of it. But the point of this video was, from the beginning, to show you guys what I'd rather be doing. I like to be in the kitchen showing you guys how to brew, how to roast. The streams are fun every now and again. However, this is where the passion lies. I love roasting. I love being a part of my community with the farmers markets, selling to my neighbors, providing coffee to everyone around me, and they love it. That's great, and it's rewarding. It enriches my soul. But this, and photographing wildlife, and getting up for a glorious sunrise, and catching fall colors, and all of this, I want to show you guys more of this. So I'm keeping it here on this channel because I will often still talk about coffee, and I'm going to often bring it up about what's great about coffee, what I'm drinking, and just reiterate how great coffee can be in situations like this. I mean, this is as good as life gets here. I'm gonna sign off now. I've got a lot to admire, and if you want to see more, I would encourage you to find me on Instagram, and you may be following my coffee page. That's _ David Sargent Coffee. But for the photo stuff, I'm at _ David Sargent without the coffee, right? Yeah. What a great night. If you're drinking coffee right now, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, but I don't know that that's possible. Good night, guys.